Ladies and gentlemen, finally it is here. It is fight week. The most anticipating match of the century, I believe, of the decade. The best match that could be made in all of boxing. This is to see who is the #1 pound-for-pound fighter in the world and in the welterweight division. Terence Bud Crawford, the WBO champion, will put his title on the line against Errol the Truth Spence Jr, the IBF, WBC, and WBA unified champion for Undisputed Supremacy. Whoever wins this matchup, I believe, will be the #1 pound-for-pound fighter in all of boxing. Ladies and gentlemen, this is it. The fight that we truly anticipated, it is here. Yes. Now, Terence Bud Crawford came up at the welterweight division 2017, became WBO champion, defeating Jeff Horn, and has been reigning WBO champ for 5 years. Errol Spence Jr. first won the IBF title, defeating Kell Brook, August, I believe, of 2017, reigning IBF champ for 6 years, then followed by winning the WBC and then the WBA, defeating Ugas, and so forth. Now, in my opinion, Terence Crawford, one of the best fighters in the world, of course, rated #1 pound-for-pound fighter in the world by Sports Illustrated and ESPN Boxing. He is a complete fighter, in my opinion, has dynamic versatility, able to switch from southpaw to orthodox, a high IQ with remarkable instinct, able to create angles and accumulate punches from all sides of the spectrum. He is subtle and has persuasive power, ladies and gentlemen. Crawford has great instinct. We all know that. Great timing and accuracy with his punches. He definitely has great combination punching when he applies the pressure going on the inside. Great counter puncher. We know that. He's very technical. The switch hitting of his style, he can switch orthodox, southpaw whenever he wants, folks. Great footwork and also a superb finisher with some KO power. He's a dog, ladies and gentlemen. And he has power in both hands. And now, Errol Spence Jr. is a great, fundamentally sound boxer. He's known for his pressure style and passive aggression. He has the basics of the game down packed, folks. A beautiful sharp jab, ruthless overhand left, can apply good and thudding combinations, and has an incredible body punching technique. He goes inside very well. He persists on having a heavy work rate in all his matchups. We're going to settle the score this Saturday. Ladies and gentlemen, the breakdown. We bring up Terence Bud Crawford first, the WBO champion, 39 wins with 30 by knockout, 35 years old, 5 feet 8. You know this is a welterweight 147-pound matchup, though he walks around 170, I heard. 74-inch arm reach, so he has the longer reach. As you can see, he's a southpaw, but he can switch. He's an ambidextrous fighter. Errol Spence Jr., 28 wins with 22 by knockout, a higher knockout ratio than Crawford. 32 years old, 5 feet 9, an inch taller than Crawford, 147 pounds, though he walks around 180, 182. His reach is 72, only a 2-inch short under Crawford. He's original southpaw. He has the IBF, WBC, and WBA titles. So a great grooming matchup. We can see that they are not too far away from each other as far as length, reach, height, just the age difference. And the knockout ratio for Crawford in the welterweight has been 100% all the way, ladies and gentlemen. So all his fights at the welterweight division has been by knockout. Spence has his pressure style, able to bang the body very well. His stamina is off the roof, folks. He can fight all the way through 12 rounds. He's done it in every fight. He picks his punches as he pressures you, knows how to throw the combination, and his body work is exceptional, folks. Errol Spence is a pressure boxer puncher with the great fundamentals, like I said, a sharp jab, a good combination puncher. He's a passive aggressive fighter, knows how to apply pressure quite well and get you in the ropes. Great body puncher, a good defense. He has thudding power, a high activity work rate, accumulating puncher, and thudding power in both hands, folks. This is a great matchup. stylistically, a great matchup. But Crawford, you know, he has a underrated speed, folks. He has quick hands. And, you know, his hands is quite faster than Errol Spence, folks. You know that. Let's just be honest here. You know, he's definitely has subtle power that's very underrated. He has one knockout power, folks. You know, he's knocked out all his welterweight opposition. We know that. 100% KO ratio at the division. You know, his style is immaculate. You know, he has persuasive angles. He's very agile. He can bring the fight if he wants. He can muscle you. People think that, you know, Errol Spence is bigger. Understandable. But, you know, Crawford is quite strong himself. He used to be a wrestler before, so he knows how to push you, even though you're the bigger man. And people gonna see that. You know, Crawford definitely is quite strong. Spence will try to muscle him, but can he muscle him? Will Crawford allow him to muscle him? I don't think he will, because he's pretty strong. And we seen in the Porter fight, the Porter tried to muscle him and he didn't let him muscle him. So that's going to be interesting to watch also in his matchup. Now, can Spence go in the inside of Crawford? Can Crawford adjust to Spence's punch accumulation if he does go and gets on the inside and pressures him? Will he be able to use the ring? Will he be able to use his southpaw stance and switch up and confuse Spence and not able to get him in the ropes often? Now, who can apply the game plan and who will have to adjust to the opposition? Spence does get stronger as the fight goes, folks. His momentum gets better in the second half of the fight. And Crawford also is subtle from, you know, getting better as the fight goes as well. Starts off to apply his pressure in what he has observed during the first half of the match. So whoever brings their game plan, whether A plan or a B plan, whoever is the most consistent fighter that night shall win the fight, folks. Now, we all know that Crawford is the favorite in the matchup in Vegas and all that, and a lot of experts per se has Crawford ahead to win the matchup, but it's still a 50-50 fight. Every time I look into YouTube and check out, you know, like celebrities talking about the fight, a lot are going for Spence and a lot for Crawford. So every time I click, one is Spence and then one will be Crawford, one Spence, one Crawford. So it is a 50-50 fight, folks. Now, my thoughts overall, I believe that Crawford can pull it off because of, you know, his style and his persuasive power. Now, Spence can, of course, pull it off as well with his pressure, aggression, and coming forward and using his basic fundamental, which he uses oftenly well, could probably overcome Crawford. But it's yet to be seen, folks. I think I have my prediction for Crawford to pull it off. But can Spence pull it off? Absolutely. This is one of those intriguing matchups where we really don't know who will win the matchup. So exciting for boxing and for next week, folks. Who do you have winning this matchup? Errol Spence or Terence Crawford? Let me know what you guys think. You already know I am your host, Nice. Like, comment, subscribe, and most of all, don't forget to share the fight room.